What's good, everybody? Coming to y'all with another video, man. Coming to y'all with another video. Again, I'm gonna keep repeating this. A lot of this shit that you see with Iran and Israel and the United States, all of this has to do with black people. I know a lot of y'all don't want to believe in it. I know a lot of y'all believe in white people laws. You love the white person so much that you don't even believe that you are God chosen people. Because again, you believe in white people so much. You put your faith in white people and you believe everything they say. But I'm telling you this as a fact. This has to do with Judah. It has to do with the people of Judah. Again, not trying to be on this too long, but if you study the book and actually read it and stop listening to people online or listening to your pastor, what did God tell Moses? He said to Moses that his people were stiff necked. What does stiff neck means? He said that his chosen people had a hard time listening. They had a hard time understanding. Who do that sound like to y'all? Black people. Again, he talks in coding. I'm going to say this again. All God is doing right now is repeating the same story that he had for our ancestors. I'm being so serious, y'all. He might change a little things up, but it's really the same story. This is why God said he would send his people back to Egypt, which is so called America. The same shit that we saw in Egypt, or our ancestors saw in Egypt, is the same shit that's going on in America. Presidents are pharaohs. Pharaoh wasn't the name, you idiots. Presidents are pharaohs. But look, this Iran stuff is pretty funny because, you know, the white man trying to convince himself that he's winning the war. You know, I told you all this before. They put their faith in technology. They don't put their faith in God. Let me tell you the difference between how Iran operates and how America operates. Both of them have their own belief, right? But the Iranians' belief, they believe that God, the God that they worship, they believe that he is the mighty one. He is the one that's going to save them. He is the one that's going to strengthen them and all this other stuff. When you hear America talk, especially from military personnels, they always talking about their technology, their navy, their air force, the B-52 bombs they have and all this. They always putting their faith in technology and science. This is the difference between the two. And the thing about Iran, as I stated before, is that they use the power of God. Listen what I'm saying, because it might sound crazy. They use God creation to carry out their missions. Let me explain what I mean. Mountains. They put missiles in mountains. They put their nuclear facilities inside of mountains. Again, a mountain symbolizes the strength of God. When you see mountains, Mountains are to show the strength of God. Mountains are connected to the pillars of earth, which is why the earth stands still. Remember, we are sitting on pillars, if this makes sense to y'all. So again, mountains symbolizes the strength of God. So when they put these facilities inside mountains and stuff, they did that because they are self-aware that there's not a man on earth that can penetrate the creation of God. If this makes sense to y'all, this might sound crazy. So when Trump attacked Fordo, where they hide a nuclear facility, he said that everything was destroyed and the bombs went through the mountain and completely destroyed everything. But that did not happen because the mountain is so strong it can take on the impact of a B 52 bomber. Just like how Iran built their military bases deep underground. So all America is doing is flying F-35s and all that. A fucking F-35 can't penetrate deep underground. You can try a B-52 bomber that can get underground, but how deep can it penetrate though? You don't know how deep they built these military bases, bro. You know what I'm saying? The shit just funny. And then, and I noticed this as well too, right? America and then the IDF, they're just reposting the same stories over and over again to try to convince the people that they are beating Iran. Iran is still launching missiles across the entire region. Trump telling them their navy is destroyed, their military is destroyed, but they're still launching missiles because these missiles come from out of ground. And when you fly in an aircraft, you can't really see what the fuck you was doing. This is why you have to have intelligence on the ground. Is this making sense to y'all, bro? Because I feel like a lot of y'all are really dumb. This is why you have intelligence on the ground. When you have intelligence on the ground, you can communicate and let the people know, yo, hit this target, or they'll put a marker and tell you to hit this target. Because when you're flying that high in the fucking sky, you can't really see what's on the ground. The shit that y'all see in American movies is not real. I keep trying to tell y'all that, bro. This is why this is why I have a hard time listening to certain people when they talk to me because they don't know what the fuck they be talking about, bro. Some people like to talk just to hear themselves talk or to try to sound smart. I really be studying military, bro. I'm not joking when I say I really be studying this shit, bro. That shit is not it's not as easy as they want y'all to believe, man. And so really all America is doing is they really dropping bombs on civilians or potential targets, people they think is a target. So like they dropping bombs on police station because they don't want the police to be able to fight back against the rebels. Now I wouldn't even call these people rebels. They really terrorists. They are CIA slash Mossad back agents. They don't want the police to be able to fight back against them. So they bombed the police headquarters, but the police had already left. You know what I'm saying? So Iran is just outsmarting America and the IDF pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make this video too long, but y'all gotta stop believing in the shit that the West is telling y'all. And then another thing, right? Yo, so Trump told the oil tankers and the cargo ships and all that. He was like, "Look, we wiped out the Navy, we wiped out the Air Force. Go ahead and move them cargo ships. Stop being bitches." He really said this. He told the people, "Stop being some cowards. Go through the Strait of Hormuz and deliver that oil. Stop being some bitches." And so Iran let them come through the fucking Strait of Hormuz and then blew them niggas up. Oh man. Oh man. The shit is becoming funny. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I'm out.